Friendship is the number one relationship where people go with the flow the most. There's nothing anybody wants to tell me.
Life Weekly with
I feel
Esther
like such a
Amos.
big babe right now.
I am on Spotify. It's
It's
not
funny
a
and sad
state
at the
of
same time.
flow that I haven't been in years. The last time I experienced that kind of flow was in
Nothing else
2023.
mattered to me at that point. Let's get into this episode. Hi, welcome to today's episode. I hope you're doing good. And if you've not had a great time today, prepare yourself to have an amazing time in today's episode. The first thing I am happy about this week and excited to announce is that I beat birthday blues this year. I even took pictures. I don't think I've posted pictures for my birthday in a while. I didn't post last year. I posted old ones, but I actually went for a shoot and posted the picture this time around. And honestly, I think the trick to enjoying your birthday is to just make things happen by yourself. Now, on birthdays, we all expect magical things to happen to us simply because it's our birthday. But there are some magical things that I think should be orchestrated. Make plans to make things happen, to create some magic for yourself that day. My friend and I were talking about it, and it's really is just one day out of 365 days. And if you don't go all out for yourself, who will? Some people might, your friends might go all out for you, post and everything, but they're not responsible for how you eventually feel at the end of the day. So it's up to you to make things happen for yourself. It's up to you to feel good about yourself on your birthday. And I don't even know why there's birthday blues. Okay, maybe it's because of this whole thing about achievement, how we have different timelines. Like I was saying last week, how you can plan for certain things to happen in your life at a certain age, and then you're getting closer to the age and nothing has happened or nothing seems to be happening. But the truth is, you feeling sad about that on your birthday is not going to change anything. So what's the whole point? So I was really happy that day. Aside the fact that I beat birthday blues, I got two things as gifts that I've been saving to get. No, I was really excited. Oh my days. I already planned to buy the first one because was my money even complete for that one? It wasn't though. It was almost complete. But then my friend just texted me. I was like, oh, is there anything I've been wanting to get? I was like, yes, girl. And I got it that day. I was really excited. And no, it's not a mic. None of the things are microphones. My friends have not gotten there yet, but when they do, I'm sure they'll be more than happy to gift me something like that. This week, I also thought about this generative AI thing. Even though I intentionally blocked out everything concerning my project and lab work this week till Friday, yeah, I went to the lab on Friday. I also read through my chapter one on my birthday, in fact, and to God be the glory. I was able to humanize and on AI my text. And I find it funny the fact that these so called humanizers are not even humanizing the text. They are just selecting, how AIs are trained, LLMs are trained. So these LLMs that claim to humanize, they just select words from a pool of words not frequently used by LLMs, and they throw it about in your document. And then the AI see, this thing is so funny. The whole ecosystem of AI. First, you use AI to help you write your project. Then you use AI to humanize. And then you still use AI to check if your project has AI. So it's like a battle of LLMs. You are using another AI to win the battle against another AI, the AI that wants to check if you have AI in your work. I also thought it was really funny. Another thing I'm happy to announce this week is the fact that I found a way to beat friendship anxiety. You know how you can be friends with someone, but then you get to a place where you're not even sure if they're your friends. And I was thinking, I even spoke about this with someone. I'm like, wait, we are adults. Why are we guessing this thing? You know, when you hear about defining relationships, I know your mind doesn't usually go to the platonic relationships in your life, but it should. And I'm sure you've seen this meme around where they say, not a meme, not really a meme, but people say things like, oh, friends can break your heart too. But nobody is doing anything about it. Nobody did anything about it. Platonic relationship can also break your heart, even 10 times more than romantic ones. But because you think that, oh, romantic partners are easier to find than friends, which is not true. They are both hard to find. They are both hard to find right now because when we find people, I was listening to someone that said she did a research, and in the research it shows that it takes you spending 80 hours with somebody to become friends with them, for both of you to develop trust and enjoy each other's company. But then because we think romantic partners are easier to find, they usually say, oh, or you hear people say, oh, don't worry, you find someone better. Please, they should also include friendships in that discussion. And because we think like this, we don't put the same things into consideration, or some things into consideration like we would if we're dealing with romantic partners. But I think that the same way that you will not just let anyone become a romantic partner is the same way you shouldn't for friends. So if someone has been texting you and talking to you more than usual in recent times, please, you can ask them, what are we? It's okay to ask your friends, what are we? It's not only for romantic relationships. I even saw a post on Instagram. The girl was talking about friendship CV. And I think it's very valid. She was like, if you're talking to someone, someone is talking to you, and then they say they want to be your friend, it's okay to ask them for a friendship CV. Like, let me see not necessarily the people you've been friends with, even though I think that should be included, and why you guys' friendship ended, because I want to understand. Then she was like, social add what you do, what you expect, your work, and all those things. Because if, let's say, you guys both share your CV now, and your friend knows that you can do a particular job, and when they find opportunities for such things, they don't call you, you can know that, okay, this person, you need to be careful. So don't just let people barge into your life in the name of friendships. I think that's why it's heartbreaking most times, because the expectations are not laid out. Expectations in friendships are mostly assumed. You just assume that, oh, this person is your friend now. That means they should do this, they should do this, they should do that. And when they end up not doing those things, we get sad and betrayed and like, oh, I thought we were friends. See, that's why people can get away with that thing that they always say. There's something that happened between two friends in quotes that I know. And then the other person, after the issue was okay, they're trying to address the issue, and then the other person said, oh, my friend, we don't do this. Or no, that was not how they put it. Oh yeah, they said, I'll never be friends with someone that does this kind of thing. Or my friend will have more sense than this. Something like that. That just implied that, oh, the person only makes friends with certain people that they think will not do these actions or are more sensible than this. That's why people can get away with short statements, because there were no laid down expectations. Everybody was just going with the flow. Yeah, that's the thing. Friendship is the number one relationship where people go with the flow the most. There's nothing anybody wants to tell me. That is the number one. Going with the flow, you find it in friendships. So when you have set your rules now, you ask them, okay, what are we? They say we now agree, that we're now friends. This is what I expect from you. This is what you expect, or this is what you should expect from me. Then you know that, okay, if they now go against all these things, you can now act as you wish concerning the matter. Because defining your friendships will reduce friendship anxiety. You will know who is for you and who is not for you. You know who to expect things from, because there are some things that you can be doing in your life or going through, and then some certain people don't show up, and then you're sad, like, oh, I was going through this person didn't show up. aside the fact that they may not also know because you didn't talk or something, you might expect certain people to show up for you. And when they don't, you get sad and start posting friends can break your heart too. Oh my days. So two crazy slash funny things that happened to me this week or that I witnessed is this thing of Nigerian scholarship criterias. The first time people started doing this upload a video when you're filling a job application and you now get to the part where they say upload a video. We thought that was all. But this week I saw on Twitter a scholarship application and they asked these people to upload first of all a video on social media and it was the highest likes win. Then there was now one they told them to get an affidavit of poverty. And when I first saw that, I was like, wait, what is this? We need to address this issue. Because now applying for scholarships feels like humiliation ritual. Because tell me, if I had the money, I would not click on your apply here link. I would just scroll or probably repost for more people to see. But tell me why you now want to drag me in the mud because because I don't have money. So that one was crazy. I think it's even the way they phrase the statement. Because usually for international scholarship, they usually call it proof of financial need. Yeah. And I think if they had put it that way, the impact the impact would have felt less severe. And we don't really have to do things like that. It's very, very somehow. Affidavit of poverty. I was even reading the comments. They're like, oh, you have to go to court and take an oath to swear that you are poor. No, no, that's supposed to be funny, but it's crazy. I was like, God, hell. I know they might be trying to filter out people that may not really need it. But first of all, I don't think anybody that doesn't need a scholarship would apply. Because if you have the money, why go through submitting document upon documents to secure a scholarship? And then secondly, I think an interview would solve most of these scholarship things or help filter out people that really need it. Because in an interview you can read the person's body language, listen to how they are talking, check if the questions they're answering on the spot corresponds with the story they're telling. And that can help. Going this far, telling them to get this affidavit felt very weird to me. Nah, it was really, really sad. But congrats to the people that got it. At the end of the day, the conclusion is just to have money. Money to save you from a lot of things. And the second funny thing that happened, it didn't really happen to me. I saw it. So I was going through a course on Skillshare, and then the man was teaching, and I was enjoying the class and everything. Then I saw a documentary that she made, and she went somewhere. She traveled somewhere. I don't remember the country, and there was a museum of broken relationships in that country or city. No, I've seen museums of a lot of things, but not broken relationships. No, I think half of the world will have an entry in that kind of a museum, and I would like to see a remake of it in Lagos or somewhere around where you can maybe post. Or it would be nice. You can go to the museum of broken relationships and drop an item that your ex gifted you. There is be named collection of gifts for broken relationships. There will be a section for that, and maybe also a section for promises or section for promises from broken relationships. That's going to be so fun. Hmm. I'm not. I'm waiting for someone that would do it. Sha. Maybe I should post the idea on Twitter and somebody can pick it up. So yeah, those are some of the highlights of my week. I also want to appreciate, even though I've appreciated them personally, Let's appreciate everyone that took out time to wish me happy birthday, the ones that sent me money, bought gifts for me, and the ones that are still planning to side eye. You are all welcome. Thank you all very much. You can still wish me happy birthday. Oh. The week is not over. It should end on Wednesday. My birthday week should end on Wednesday. Another thing that I found very interesting and empowering this week, forgot to add this at the beginning, is watching the video cutting me with Asake. Nah, that was such an empowering video. First, I like how it was done in Yoruba. And one thing that I got from watching that video is how he speaks from a deep conviction of victory. Like he always knew he was going to make it. He knew his hard work will meet blessings and opportunities on the way. And that's the most beautiful thing. If you listen to his songs, self, people that are wondering why I always listen to him, listen to his songs, you hear positive talk. He never talks down on himself. He's always saying something good about himself, about his work, about his future, and it's filled with encouragement. For real. You cannot just not like listening to his songs. That was really good. Two of my faves came together to make a video, and I'll not watch it gay. And they even released it on my birthday. When I said, I was like, oh, you guys picked the perfect date. This is going to round up my birthday very beautifully. And I enjoyed it. So yeah, if you have not watched the video, watch it. You will learn one or two. What was one or two? Or maybe one, two, three, four, five or six from the video self. And yeah, that's it for this week. And school is resuming soon. Tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. On Monday. Yeah, it's resuming on Monday. And don't worry, I'll still be here to record because my roommates will now be busy and should be going out. But yeah, thank you for listening and do well to share this episode. That's the most important thing right now. Share this episode, like, follow on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, and what else? All the good things. Let your friends also learn that thing I spoke about concerning reducing friendship anxiety. And I'll see you next week. Bye.